nikibatwara kurungi ekyo kimu. Ekyakabiri television rundi TV kira muno N40 TV enyakulya satellite era halulengo rwensi yona ite tukwebaliza itwenkani toro tubaliza ensi yona nikimaliza ngu tokuja kunhira Bungereza, China, Buhindi, Amerika kuba nibamanya urutoro kabarakira wingi twakumanya bake muna barabali nibarumanya hati nikibanika barakira okubaza mu rulimi kubarakira kuhondera abo kuba television ensi yona ntetaga 40 TV ebe nemanywa nderurwa nehulirwa kandi nehonderwa harulengo rwensi yona nuko tusole kora kurungi emirimo yitu yobuhereza emirimo ya business rundi byentasha ebyosubuzi kumanyisa abantu kutana ebintu byabo kuranga ebintu byabo kuba program bakakora nuko buli muntu wena akamanya kirugenda maiso munsi niyo nsonga habwaki nsanga nyina kukozesa endimi ibiri habo uli obu nikira kutongana ningambira abantu abamu kamba bagatarkozesa otororonga ati ekyo tukisobora kukora abo kuba tuli mukinte tukweta global village. So friends, my audience, my beloved audience, listeners and those who are watching for TV with the Superhost Hamilton on my planet of the show, I've been explaining in a local dialect language that we have to have two languages in Runyoro for the local communities here. Those who are interested in Runyoro, their mother tongue, but also this being an international TV, we have to speak a language that embraces everyone. We don't intend to leave anyone behind, so the reason we speak the two languages in our show. It is a lovely show, I'm told. People like watching, people like listening in, and once in a while people call in. People call in, and our numbers that are seen on the screen there, you can always call in. So, secondly, I would like to console those who have lost their dear ones, their loved ones who have died. We console with you, we empathize and sympathize with you. Take it normal because more or less that's what happens in life. You cannot avoid it, you cannot postpone it, you cannot procrastinate about it. So death is there for all of us. We are all candidates of death, and so don't fear when that strikes. But of course, we know how much you feel when you lose your dear one, your loved one. You really feel very sorrowful, very hurt, very tortured, and really in a somber mood. So one of those people I want to console this afternoon is Pastor Newton Kalyegira, who's lost a dear brother in Kasisi, Kiko Town Council, for Porto City. No, that's Kabarole District, I'm sure. Yeah, Kabarole District. Very sorry indeed for losing your brother, my dear pastor, my dear friend, my namesake, and the entire family of Kalyegira, the late Omugurusi Kalyegira, omukoma afiremu omutabana omugenzi Kalyegira kandi brother rundi mugenzi wa Mulisa Newton Kalyegira Atenyi owa Seventh-day Adventist owatayintekanisa buli sabiti wire banyencha Saturdays radio mu region enu natebeza gamba kya mukama tinsobera kuba nainywe mu mubiri mu moyo ndi nainywe konsoli na families ezindi nyingi zibaferirwe abantu babo. Please feel consoled, feel loved, feel supported, feel comforted in such a trying moment of losing your dear ones. While that is happening, also on the other side, we have those people celebrating different engagements, different occasions, different accomplishments. This morning, there are those who are really doing celebrations who wedded yesterday, who introduced yesterday, and they're doing matrimonial programs. But also this morning, our brothers and sisters from the Muslim community are celebrating the finishing of their month of fasting, which we call Ramadan. And then today they are celebrating their Eid al-Fitr, huge celebration all over the world, and Uganda inclusive, and Fort Portal City, Kabarole, and all of other places. Brothers and sisters, we congratulate you, celebrate with you in spirit. Perhaps physical after this show, I may have to visit some family, those who have invited me, but 3, 4, I may not go to all places at the same time. My apologies where I'm not going to come, but those where I may reach, I'll join you after this show, so we celebrate together. Mutabaruka Busiramba bagenzi bayitaho kumara ekisiibo n'okujaguza ekiro kino kya Eid al-Fitr. Mutabaruke 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 Mukama mulungi habw'okuba kya hakiro kino. Hali abandi abarukusiiba onyikiriza ezindi ne bagenda maiso n'okusiiba. Ntugoza kubatabarukya naye nyabagobezaamu n'okusiiba okwira haihi na Mukama, kubaza na Mukama kugira empinda hinduka ezaabaho mu bwomezi bw'omwoyo n'obwenyikara n'obwomezi bw'omubiri. Ebyo ebintu byona biba birungi muno. Mbatangirire basimire habw'ekiro kino. Ensonga ya kabiri ningenda kubazaho nk'okunkira kukora statement erukinguraho show enu rundi okuhanura kunu erukwataho by'obuhangwa nyinaitu ensi enu, Mother Nature. Habwokuba nkabagambira kiba kikuru muno okumanya omuzaire wawe, kumugonza n'okumutamu ekitiinisa, kumubazaho gakurungi, kumusagika hakirukwetaagisa, habwokuba kakubona omuleka akabihirwa akasalirwa akashema tikiri kirungi. Omuzaire guba omugisa gw'amaani, niwe ruhanga wa kabiri, ahira ruhanga okubanza, our God, our creator. Mother Earth is another important aspect that we need to always pay loyalty to. So this show, like you hear its name, My Planet, really we are talking about Mother Earth, planet Earth, which provides life for us. Breathing for us, that is oxygen we get from the plants, the trees, the forests, is because of courtesy of Mother Earth. And so we always celebrate having this loving mother, Mother Earth, planet Earth. We celebrate that. So I have a quote today. This quote is drawn from one of the renowned world spiritual leaders called the Dalai Lama. Dalai Lama is a title like you could say the king or his majesty or something, but this one has got his real names. We have them here. But the quote goes as follows. It's about Mother Nature. It is our collective responsibility to support and preserve the environment in which we all live. It is our collective responsibility to support and preserve the environment in which we all live. Ujunaanizibwa bwaitu buli omu hali itwe twetereine hamu kulinda kurwanirira kwikazaaho ensi enu tukwikaramu, environment. I'm talking about natural environment. Ensi enu kutulinda naitwe tuyina kugirinda. Nkabagambira nahati nibagambira ngu obwomezi buba mpankuhe amata g'omumabeere rundi mpankuhe nizo ngozi itafa. Ensi enu bwekutuha oruwoyo turukwita obwomezi, ekatuha amaizi kuraba mu njura, mu bisaaru, mu maziba, ekatuha orumenye nkyakara kutufukiriza no kufukiriza ebimera nebitubyere mu musiri, ekatuha omusana, sunshine, tukatagata tukasemererwa, mbibo tubire karuka, ebyarwa bikamera bikakura bikatuha ebyokulya kumalira. Ensi enu bwekutuha obufuke oburungi tukwegondezamu, the cool nature, the cool environment, the cool climate, nebindi bingi ebintasobola kubazaho nkamaraho butingambire hitakira kutuhereza ebyokulya, tingambiraho ebintu ebindi byona. So ntuba tuyine obujunaanizibwa ensi enu kugirinda kurungi nuko nayo ikale netuha ebyo tukwetaaga mu bwomezi bwaitu obwa butosa. So habwo buli obu obujunaanizibwa bwa buli omu hali itwe kurora ngu ensi enu twagihwerekereza twagirinda. Ngibazaho muno ensi enu habwokuba eri mu kutiinisirizibwa, eri mu kuburanganizibwa, eri mu kusiiswa. There is land degradation, environment degradation. resulting into harsh global warming, resulting into harsh climate change. We get devastated. I will tell you, the other day there was a devastating earthquake in Myanmar. I'm going to briefly discuss that. But part of the reason is that the earth is getting annoyed. The earth is getting disturbed. So the climate is changing for the worst, I can tell you. Not for the best even, for the worst. Because man has devastated nature. Man has destroyed nature. He's burning the bushes, he's destroying forestry or forests, cutting down the trees because he wants to do farming, he wants to sell timber, wants to do construction. And, so he's cultivating the way he feels, uphill cultivation, degrading the land, resulting to soil erosion and the rest of that. So in the face of that devastation of Mother Nature, nature is responding. It is tit for tat in the currency that we deserve because of our disobedience to Mother Nature. Whenever you disobey your parent, you get a curse instead of a blessing. It is unfortunate that even when we know all this, we go ahead to behave the way we behave and destroying Mother Nature, which in turn can also destroy us. By the way, nature doesn't like us, doesn't miss us if we all died. Doesn't miss our company. Mother Nature doesn't miss us, but we do miss it if it's not there. It makes us survive, it makes us live. We don't make nature live. We rather destroy it. And instead of being friends or living friendly with nature, we are rather deciding to be enemies of nature. And once somebody discovers that you are an enemy to him or to her, the response could be devastating, disastrous, dangerous to us. So I want us to get to remember that nature is not really against us. It is for us. It only gets annoyed when we over-harass it. We need to cultivate and survive and live by it, and that's why you talk about sustainable environment activities, sustainable environment use, sustainable resource use. We use them. Omurutoro ntugamba ngu obulimo okeza akasumiro kahiko yongera obyaramu omusiri ogwo eturukweta ensambu. So bakati orufumoro abatoro ngo ensambu etakwitire olima nogaramu nete netubera netu ebirungi binu ntisemera kubikozesa kandi tugaraho tukazaho habokuba nibitulinda perpetually ebiru byone byomezi baitu. None of us ahireho kugamba kugenda mukasumika ekisibo usaho watalya n'obwakubomu. Abantu bona bahangiro munsi. Everybody eats at any one time. Or time T, somebody eats, somebody drinks, somebody definitely, naturally, collectively enjoy oxygen. We breathe it because we have oxygen, we have air to breathe. And oxygen is provided by nature. And then nature is nothing but what is surrounding us, and that is planet Earth, Mother Earth. And so it is our responsibility collectively to support and preserve the environment we all live in which we all live. So I want to implore you, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, sisters and brothers, friends, that allow nature to thrive in order for us also to survive. Allow nature to thrive for humanity to survive. Not only humanity, but all creatures. All creatures. We have animals where we are included, and we also have plant kingdom. Fauna and flora, as we talk technically about them. So all need nature. We all need nature. Let's preserve nature. Let's conserve nature. Teke byobuhangwa tubirinde bayirabana ko nabyo tulinde twikaleho. Otukwata kubi nitukwata kubi. Hati norora n'obwire bw'okulima n'okusiga n'okubyara bukahinduka. Seasons changed because of man's activities mostly. The biggest part of the change that we see on the planet is as a result of man's activities. Natural changes are not so many, but the biggest part is as a result of man's activities. Even the earthquake we're talking about, even the flooding that we're talking about is as a result of that. So nimbasaba leka tufuba obutosa bwona kulindaga ebyobuhangu tengulirize nabyo nuko tulinde. Enjuli etandikire kugwa hano mutoro ni hanga liona nitekereza ensi yona ya it is rain season mu bicheke bikiro binge byensi enjura negwa abantu batandikire kubyara abantu bakalima mukasumi ko musano omusana katwara wire wingi. It was a prolonged drought or dry season for that matter. Instead of planting in February, we couldn't because it was too much hot. It was too much heat. It was really very hot, I mean. So we couldn't plant. And for that reason, we had to wait for the natural waters. And this is the rain that we're having. For us in Africa, and particularly in Uganda and Toro in particular, we don't carry out agriculture all through because we don't have irrigation schemes, we don't have irrigation system. We depend on nature providing rain or rainwater. And even when it comes, in most cases, we don't harvest it. We allow it to waste, to go free. Where we benefit most is the one that, rains in our gardens to make our gardens plantable. And those are the ones that we benefit from mostly. But instead of capturing it or catching it or harvesting it, as the rain comes by our rooftops and in the tanks, we leave it to go. And then after raining, we go down to the well to fetch water, or to bore holes to get water. It is funny here. We are really not developed. I don't want to say we are backward, but I'm saying we are not developed. So, abalimi nimbasima kurara mutandikira kubyara leka tugumize mu tubyara no mukwakano kwikicho kyokubanza cyona cyo kubyara wokuba twakubene tugombera actually kwezi kwa kasatu kuno nambere kuhweraho abantu baba nibombera uko babire hagati kwa kabiri abantu bengi batabyara bakabyara ningira kwa kasatu kuno kwali kutandikira wiki nkayibiri undi satu habo kuba nibo akabaroko nihira ngo bwire bono bundi akajora karayije hata ukatandikira kugwa bengi nibabyara kandi bacyabyara hino bakatandika Anthony hira nguno kicheke cyo kubanza cyo kweza kwa kana tujya kuba tucyaliyo tubyara tusaba mukama tukonyere njule nebeho betu of course hariho kwica ekeda nekiyage keja nakaringwe keja norubale keja nihunga hebyona nibica nibibaho hati njyo kurora twinda kwa nitwerinda mukasumika kana kenjura ebigambo ebyo nagambaho ebyo kulinda ebyo buhangu haruguru hano nambere twena tuno junanzibwa kulinda ebyo buhangu tengulirize no kubikazao omusejo no akatunga kuolekwa kwingi omusejo no Tenzin Jasso ngoma barage mwebembezi mbyomoyo mudini zekindu abantu aboku abanyakulehi na buhindi omusejo no Dalai Lama hayazairwe Dalai Lama ono nambere yazairwe akaba mwebembezi byomoyo wa 14th Dalai Lama so a spiritual leader of Tibet. Abandi nibagamba Tibet, abantu bagamba Tibet. For me, I can say Tibet. Ensienu Tibet, China negama ngu kichoka chayo. China claims Tibet or Tibet, depending where you stand in terms of knowing these things. So Tibet is between China, between India, Myanmar, Burma, around those places. So it is in there, mountainous, has valleys, some huge mountain. It's a kind of land that is there. It's where Dalai Lama the 14th was born. I'm talking about Gyatso, 1935. He's still alive. He's still alive. He was deported. He was sent into exile in India in 1959. The rulers of Tibet at that time didn't want people like this one. So when he was in exile, he formed a government. He tried to form a government there, government in exile. So this is the man I'm talking about who made that statement. People have been knowing about nature for a very long time. Very long time. Even Indira Gandhi, one of the cool liberators of India who did not engage into violence but used peaceful search for democracy and independence for India. Yeah. So Tibet has a population of 3.6 million people. So by the census of 2020, from the information that we got from 2020, and it's 2.5 square kilometers, actually million square kilometers. It is that size. So ngondeze kumugamba kake omukasumiki ayazairwe 1935 natugambira kulinda ebyobuhangwa kandi ite tubyetagamo n'abanyakuru bakasumikamu n'okurora nebitukonyera bwomezi bwaitu obwobutosa. So hati enjuli yagarukire yego niyo gwantu esima ntusemererwa ntusiga ntuwombera ntukora yes baitu ningoza kubahaburaho abantu abatali bamu kubejukira aho kuba bengi mumanyire abantu mumanyire nanyo ubundi byona tino kumanya baitu enjura obweba negaruka negwa haru ekitongole munsi muno barikweta World Meteorological Organization WMO hano mu Uganda nakyo twine ekitongole ekyo Uganda National Meteorological Authority bethati kikaba kiro nikyatwara baitu kichweka cha ministry enkurenya kurumu ebyokulima kulisa n'obusohe Ministry of Animal Industry and Fisheries, Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries. Hati inka ekitongole kine ky'ebyobwire kumanya obwire kwa kurukisana tukuli kutebereza as such baitu kinya kutugambira ensana y'obwire kwa kweli. Yeah, it updates us about weather, about climate, about various conditions, about rainfall, about wind. So they give us updates, they give us forecasts. Batukambira kwija maiso bire nko kubara sana musanka mukageze kwija habukuwa nyo ndio mahali aba nyakutunga okumanyisibwa kuno these updates and forecasts habukuba ndinganda nibyo bahangu tengulirize nekitongole cye byamaizi harimo abakumanya abakuntana kikuru nko muhabantu abakwataniza mbule mbukurwaniza nyinaitu ensian no kubazaho obukwende rukwata ensian. So hati enjuru bwe kwenyegaruka mu bicheke bitalibimu nija ni hunga. When rains are setting in, they set in sometimes violently with thunderstorm, hurricanes in America, for example, and other lands, earthquakes, great earthquakes, hailstorms, torrential rains, flooding, filling up of rivers and floods of different sorts, flash floods and so on. So we have lightnings, thunders and lightnings. So when the rains are coming, we have to be cautious. We have mudslides or landslides in the mountains, mountainous areas like Mount Elgon in the east of the country. Mumanyire binyakuba mu bichweke ebyo bagenzi bita ababududa kira kuba bahuli mwaka na bagenzi bitu kuno bichweka byansozi za Rwenzori obumu nobumu osozo rwebichweke bimu bichweka mabali gasirimuka taka bisirimuka obundi bichweka cyakaseso kubya Nyamwamba byone ebyo obu bichweka bitalibaniza amezi gaboga abantu gabatwara gasise bintu gaherekeza bintu bingi hati okira muno ekyo kibaho enjuro bwe banegaruka ekejana amani hati ntu hebwa amagezi kwerinda haturkwigama kwerinda turkwikara kwerinda omulingo turkulimamu turkulisamu tureke kwigama hasi y'emiti. Okay, so ebigwerezi nk'ebi nibibaho bichweka ebitali bimu ebyensi. Ekintu kyakasatu ekinigonza excuse me kukora comment ebigambo bike. Uganda buli mwaka eteraniza hansi ezindi omunsi okukuza ebyobuhangwa tengulirize n'amaizi. Water and Environment Week tugira sabiti emu buli mwaka harulengo ruhanga lyona okutujaguza okutukola ebikorwa okutukola emirimo erugendera kwegesa kwoleka kuhabura kuterekereza kwijuka kutamukitinisa ebyobuhangwa tengulirize obalire n'amaizi eturukweta Uganda Water and Environment Week ebaho mu kwezi kwa kasatu wiki ejo kandi etandikira mu matage etandikira mu Ministry by'amaizi n'ebyobuhangwa Ministry of Water and Environment ine zones ine bicheke bitali bimu ihanga katugambe ine nka West Nile ine nka Eastern region kambale oku ine nakunu mu Western tuine Albertine region or Albertine Graben hati buli bicheke bibintu kugambaho nebihika nka 5-6 mu ihanga lino ebikira muno bina ebintu kumanya habayo offices ezekitongole ky'ebyamaizi n'ebyobuhangwa tengulirize hano mu kicheka kya Albert ekya Mwitanzige kino headquarter ndekitebe kikuru eky'ebyamaizi n'ebyobuhangwa kiri hano mu rubuga rwa Fopoto kikaro kya Nyabukara Ministry of Water and Environment ngoza kusimanya kwebembera kicheka ekyo Dr. Brian Guma ningoza kusima mununge korokora na timu yawe y'ebyamaizi netongole binde bineho buzale. So hati weekend ihanga lyona etakabairo habanza habaho wiki mu matage agaganagama hati neitu hantu kabana wiki ebyamaizi n'ebyobuhangwa Water and Environment Week ekumibya 25 ekabaho mutongole kurugabiro kwezi mwenda kwiki 16 byokwezi kuno kwa kisatu beto kwa kabiri kutakahoire tukaba tuli mu kurato tekaniza ko wiki era agenda ebigenderwa byayo biki ebigenderwa byayo niko kugica abantu ngurahanga acyatwinira mbabazi na tamaizi n'ebyobuhangwa tengulirize kutulinda kana government ya Uganda ministry yayo erukwata ebyobuhangwa tengulirize n'amaizi nefamu no kora abantu ba Uganda baherezibwa batunga amaizi gabarkwetaga nenyekara ekale nunge kubalinda kurungi no kutujuce cya kabiri ngu ebyo kwa biri nibitulinda nito tina kubirinda kurungi tuleke kusisensi tuleke gitematema gidabangura gihwerekeza kujyocha kugimaraho habo kuba ebyo tukubikora tuti ensi nayo netwima amaizi gatukwetaka ne omusana ngutubera mwinge kwingurene kandi amaizi gasobora kuba nago nigeija amahingurene muno gakatulemesa okuomera so yabasabiti rundi wiki yokwegesa yokukoramwe ebintu bingi egenderwe kuru kwegesangana kutererangana kuhaburangana hamugaso n'obukuru bw'obuhangwa tengulirize tikiriye kichonka no kumanyangu hariho emirimo tusobora kukora etakusise ebyobuhangwa kandi tusobora kukora ntukozese ebyobuhangwa katugambe obutubantu kukora nk'emirimo y'ebyengaro kuruka ebirago kubaija entebe emeza tukozese ebyobuhangwa tukozese emiti ebyo bijuze ebyo tukozese ebyobuhangwa nyakuli maizi ebyo mu bikale byambata wetlands we use papyrus to make handcrafts or art crafts so binge tusobora kukora haro kubumba haro kukora no kuhesa ebyo kugenda hamwe n'ebyobuhangwa tengulirize haro kutekaniza emisiri y'emiti emisiri y'emiti nursery beds nambere tukuhe emiti yege enyakumezire tukagenda tukabyara habo kubyara ebibira habo kubyara ebijuma habo kubyara emiti eratanga emiyaga kuchwa engonja zaitu kuchwa amaju gaitu kulinda amazi gaitu gali kurungi mukasomuka musana tukatunga ebituru so hata kisumi yako kuona wiki egeba yokwegesa no kuterera no kuhabura no kutaho okumanyisibwa okutali ku mulingo gumu tukozesa ama radio tukozesa television tukozesa amaramizo tukozesa enkurate stalizimu nensorokane stalizimu dialogues debates various meetings and interactions gatherings of all sorts in the churches mosques and everywhere we use media houses we use television houses like 40 TV I want to thank you and congratulate you upon the work you did during the Water and Environment Week for this region, Albertine region, and that is Albert Water Management Zone. This zone is a very important one, so we stay. So, kuruga mwenda kwa kumana mkaga tukatulimu activities, emirimo etaliemu. yasagikirwe ebitongole bingi n'abantu bingi ngoza kusima ebitongole byasagikire government ya Uganda Ministry ya Water and Environment itagiri ya Forpoto kubasima Ministry of Water baitu hataruhe ebitongole bindi kukonyeraho wiki gite teraba mukurungi ntabwo kinigoza kusima ebitongole byakonyera utosa kandi akasumikano byakonyiri kusagika kurora weekend yarabamo ebyamakuru maze kubasima uko nanyo kabandi member wa publicity committee kuraranja amakuru gano no kura programs zabaho mu radio no mu television and member tingambe ninyo kabandi mukama wakakura tokona mutana baitu hari ebitongole bindi byatera musente byatamana programs byatamana emirimo yindi no kwegesa no kuterera no kuhabura ebitongole nka Jesse Joint Effort Save Environment ebitongole nka IRC ebitongole nka Chaninga Forest Foundation ebitongole nka Water Aid ebitongole nka Caritas Water for People Join for Water ebitongole ebyo NRDI ebitongole ebyo ningoza kubasima ubuli mukoto kumakozire Toronet habo kuzara bembeze abandi nkaite kusangwa tuli mu ntekaniza akazinu nebitongole bindi bintagambira umuranganyere ebitongole bingi muno byabere mu ntekaniza zinu ningoza kubasima umulimo mulungi kumakozire haro kya this one AAID AAID Africa Agency for International Development karukwembera kutinisa Asuman atenyi kisembo ngoza kwa sima hawe miruma nungi makoze mukasumi yako kusagika ntekaniza nimanya report nija kuturuka Ministry of Water and Environment kuraba mu itagiri ya Rwezori nibeja kuturuka itagiri ya Albert nibeja kuturuka report kwataho ebyo nihanga liyo nija kuturuka report kandi IRC kira gukora umurimo mukoto kutusagika kuturuka report ezo mulingo nkogo hati na harulengo ruhanga kutandikane 17 kwigera kimu kuraba mu 2022 yaho ege wiki akaba harulengo ruhanga akaba kujaguza kwa amani muno na wiki okwegesigwa kuro tutukusise byo buhanga ngo habo ko tutumanyire nangwa tubisisa bokuba obumu tutukutaho mutima obumu tukufayo obumu tukubitwara nkebikuru so hati echo agoza kireta mukusima buli mwaka tugira ntekaniza sino mwaka gurukwija nabo nigoza kwaraliza kara mukwezi kwa kabiri kwa kasatu tutekanize okwija mu kutekaniza kuno okuba ne misomeno nensurukana sino kangende bwangu nje kumura kwa kemaisa abetu ntakahumwire kambanze ntakakuhumwiza kambanze mbaze no bunto bundi han betu ijuka kukora business na 40 TV kora business na itwe tine a whole fully fledged marketing department tine na bakura kwembera marketing department walk in please call around check in talk to them production department talk to them myself in my show my planet talk to me enamba zesumija kusigira you are kundora kanda kumpuru mundugo kubanza osora kuntera ntukora ham business hano habo 40 TV osoko wene byo kwetaga kuranga business zawe osoko kwetaga kutunga ubwire kubaza ukakora program habo emirimo yo gukora no kumanisa abantu hati nenyo abebyende mabanya kuliyoko kasumikanye kahikira ko ku sero usagike wa abantu muje mutusere to program to sente 40 TV yakole gene mu maiso turike amarakaganye turike bwambo byanye turike entekaniza zanyu mutusagike neto twasagike umurkwikana numwica timbangira abagenye tubatunga yes baitu umukwana numwica numanya ngo kirungi kuteka musente habo kuba television yenu netwara sente amasanyarazi amaizi ofisi ekikale kiturumu kisasura abakozi embehe nunge tukwetaga buli kintu cyone kitwine kiturukozesa ntubantu twetaga sente so mutuhe sente television yo kubaza kuchoka cyane cya Forpoto na Tora hano kuba nayo mutete musente nyingi muno tugimuke tugiteka na television ezindi za burikezo umugoza kura screen eza zindi sumugambe kwikana mungambira burikiro kuko mukura NTV mukarora UBC mukarora keze zumugambe mukara za sort nake kuteka haho nketaga sente nyingi zirire bete na hati no tula satellite nturorwesiona tumanywensiona hano mu Forpoto mutoro nka abantu tulina abo tusora kwitana tukatandika kwebaliza itwenka tena abantu tukubaza nabo so mtusagike you are componera. So I invite our audience, our listeners, our viewers, please do business with the 40 TV. Come and engage us, come and pay for a program, a talk show, and we host you. We have various talk shows here, various programs here and hosts. Plus this one, My Planet, I can host you. But bring in money to support us, and we support you. We get your information across to the public, across to the market. In the global world, we have the market to call with us. Please call us, please engage us, please do business with us. Okay. Hati vile ukezi makumia satu, kwezi kuna kwa kasatu kwenye vila satu na kimu. Nyencha dukwao, nyencha balaza, Monday, 31st March. Nyencha tukinga kwezi kwa kasatu. Kile kila akurataho Tuesday, nyonche ta kasatu wito abantu babulikiro nticheta cha kabiri kusigikira nkokoro kuchetegereza kija kwa kiri kibanzo kwa kana. Deka mpabulia ku kataita hano, abantu abamu bakikozesa gama mtiza a fooling day or a fool's day. I really don't know because abantu bakira kubabiha kire kya kibanzo kwa kana. Nasobola kugamba genda manya Kampala ndo bakweta manya Kiki manya Roki. Abantu abandi babachwenkisi abandi baba nihize birungi abandi uhura ngo tungira appointment hati okomero ku RDC wakandungu manya biki hati ndo jakura manya biki ebinte kutinisa nebinde kuhamani like so bitu ningoza gamba ngo kibanzo kwa kana is as normal as any other day. Kibanzo kubanza kibanzo kwa kabiri kibanzo kwa kasatu kibanzo kwa kana kibanzo kwa katano. So it is a normal day. Na kweki mwerinda abantu kuja kwa biha echo kiriaho bitanga kugira fun, you know, abantu bakakoma munsi bakozese April the 1st to do that. But also haro tugenda tukaferwa ebinte bindi ebyo mugaso ntekereza ngo bunde watu biha full day. No. So utrata mu kibanzo kwa kana tija kubantu etaga kuba nibitekereze bishaka nikole mpyaka na ntekaniza empyaka zigena maiso nuko sobole gukora kurunga emirimo. Hati mukwezi kwa kane oku hari ibintu binge rugenda kubaho. Hari urulengo rw'Ensiona, hari urulengo rwa Uganda, na hari urulengo rwa Toru. Betatu kambalize mbitongole ebitali bya government baze kitongole kimu. Ekibarkweta Reproductive Health Uganda, RHU. Kana twachataga Family Planning Association of Uganda. Kitongole ekyo kine kiri hari urulengo rw'ihanga kandi kitongole ekyo kiri hari urulengo rw'Ensiona. Mu buli hango haliyo ekitongole nkakeno Reproductive Health. Yithe tugamba Reproductive Health Uganda, RHU. Hani bagamba Reproductive Health Kenya, RHK. Reproductive Health Tanzania, RHT. Nohura. So hati ito tuwaza cha Uganda. Hati umaka gunu, ebiro kwezi 12 okwezo kwa kano, tukutandika kwa sanyenche. Tuine orukurato, kukungambire kitongole keno harulengo ruhanga, no headquarter nkuru ziri, katego kuli, Makerere bicheke ebyo. No, not Makerere. Nkarugenda wahingura mulago okwasirogo nkarugenda ntinda takakira ntinda hagati aho ebicheke ebyo. So headquarter hoziri kikaro kyeta katego. So betati twinitagiri abugwezoba hano turukweta Rwenzori branch RHU Rwenzori branch tuna headquarters zetu ziri hano Boma olerire Toro Club haruguru ya hotel bakweta Fort Motel no hali Rwara haro clinic haro no offices haro nekitebe kure kyensinganta abagwezoba hansi kitongole kino cya RHU aba youth hansi intekaniza yabo ya Youth Action Movement YAM besorolezaho they have their center, a very decent place. They come and discuss and plan and do the activities for development and well-being. It is a youth corner, more or less, a friendly youth corner. Ekikalecho kikurumuna tukarora nkina kubaho. So ebiro kwezi 12 kwezi kwa kana twine orukurato orwabona ba member bona mkitongale kino cya RHU muchoka bintu byone byabwezo wa districts nizona 8 Kabarole otemu rubuga rwa Fopoto otemu Chenjojo Kamwenge Kibale Kitagwenda Chaka Chegegwa Chenjojo ngigambire Toroko Bundibujo Kasese Bunyangabu so branching itagirin nirukwata district ezo zona so zirinka mwendo kwa actually itwena ba member buli district okaliyo ba member baitu abekitongole kinu ningoza okubaha makuru gano nokubaraliza mubutongole amakuru agandi geja kwengeija kandi gatandikira kwija ngu twine orukurato annual general meeting abo mwaka 2025 ebiro kwezi 12 okwezi kwa kana annual general meeting ensingato nibeja kutunga orwabo annual general meeting eyabo 11 habokuba barara batungire eyabo ekerekero kwongeraho tutunga eyabantu bona hatege 11 yensinganto hansi entekaniza yabo ekitebe cyabo cya YAM Youth Action Movement. We have a movement for the young people baina n'obwembezi bwabo executive yabo so nabo nibeja kwikara bahanuli actually ningira bakahanula already okutekaniza orukurato runo urwa buli mwaka kandi hatukuja kubaho urwabo 11 suspect nintekereza abo kuba nibeja kusemera kwa mazire kuba n'urwabo niko beije kandi babe no murukurato urukitebe cyona nambere nabo bali kandi habo kuba hatabo itagire kitebe cyona cya RHU nabweki 12 kwa kano tebo esa ina za nyencha hakitebe cyite kurwaho boma orerire Toro Club harukuru ya Fort Motel ha kliniki ya RHU niho turkwija kuba nitwesoroleza ohire kuba rukurato ruwo mwaka bokuba turugira buli mwaka hati nkurato zino zibaho mu branches obuzihwayo zikonyera kitebe kikuru Kampala okugira orukurato ruhanga lyona annual general meeting ihanga lyona National Council General Meeting so hati tuina kukora zino zihweyo okwakano kuba nkujja kwa rundi cyatandiko kwa katano orukurato ruko ruhanga rwa ekitongole kino cya RHU narwo rubayo nabweke rwete rubaho nurujja kubaho 12 noralizibwa ujobe member. It is a membership organization atakabaga member ujobe member hikaya kitebe cyete kuru nibeja kusoborora kusomeye kuba member no sasura membership ntaitete obe singando omuntu mukuru obe mukazo obe musaijo obe wihanga ke obe myaka ki tikenda kizibu no soko ba member kandi habo kwa ba member no beja mu rukurato nino kimanyisha so oyete no munywani nuko nenyo rukurato rahika mwije bingi mwije tubihamu kandi haro ne kintu kindi kirikuija kukorwa mu rukurato haro ebintu bikuru bibire kuija kukorwa haro koma bebembezi it is election year ebiro bikweze ebikumana bibiri tulikoma bebembezi bebembezi abe kitebe kikuru ekya hano mu bugwezoba timu ne koma nibetwa branch executive committee BEC number hali chairperson number hali treasurer number hali ba member number hali ngabwa zensinganto ubo baba bakomera babo nabo the previous day nabo ine election day election time election year hati aba bakomera kuli abamhalibo beija baba hakatebe kano akakuru aka branch yona aka branch executive committee nabweki aba member no barkukoma abanyakuli up to date abanyaku ino mtima no kugonza ekitongole no kusagika ekitongole no kufile nanzo bwe ekitongole no kola mirimo ekitongole nabweki burukuboli member oino mugisa no gabe bokukoma no kukoma no kukola byone kwetagisa no byananzo bundi ebikira hali ebi oboreja kitebe kuru echo nibeja kusoborora ebikira hali ebiso twina annual general meeting 12 April okwakane oku saina za nyencha kandi akusumira ko kamu twine kukoma bebembezi ekyakasatu hakere kicho nyine ntugabe midali ekitongole kino kine abantu bengi abakisagika abakigonza ba member bebembezi n'abantu babikiro n'abantu abandi n'abatali ba member abakigonza abakisagika hati kitebe kuru ekya kitongole kino RHU kikakumamu abantu batano mwako guhoiro abantu batano kubasima ne medali emedali nibageta bata accolades inyongoza muno kugeta accolades hari ebigambo bindi tusobora kukozesa amedali so hajja kugabe tukaikara tukaraniza twagamba emedali obyizire mukikalo cyokweta omuntu omuno muteresi muno gamba nanke jo twala omudali gwa hari ekyo kusimira abo busagiki no nemirimo yokora ekitongole kino no kitwara mu maiso no kisagika mulingo gwona ekusimira abantu basagika na sente abantu basagika no bwebembeza abantu basagika no kuleta ba member abantu basagika no kwayo kwa buli mulingo abantu basagika milingo nyingi no kugambira to promote it so buli mwaka tugira abantu abatwasima ekitongole kigira abantu abasimu hati tuine batano abakomirwe mu mwaka guhire kusima mu rukora rwekaliro rwihanga liona hati abo ntwija emidali yabo kugibajwekera mu rukora rwe 12 April bantu batano midali 5 accolades hati icyo nacyo mwakimanya nimbaraliza. Please enjoy the AGM RHU Reproductive Health Uganda. The branch, Rwenzori branch, will have AGM, annual general meeting, on 12th of April 2025. In that AGM, we shall have elections for branch executive committee. The younger people also will have had their AGM by 11th of April, and the 12th of April they join the big group, the entire membership, to elect the branch executive committee. But also in that very annual general meeting, we shall have people get their accolades, they get their recognition medals from the headquarters, from the entire country in the organization Reproductive Health Uganda, RHU. So we shall have a guest of honor whom I cannot announce now. We shall get you to know because I'm still coming here, and you will get to know from another point. Katumuleo kataito nuko tugaruke mkachu kake muno tuyongereyo nintekaniza nikusabo tarugaho nukana yugondeza 40 TV ikarose meriro.
Fort TV, stay entertained. Fort TV.
Yo, greetings to the world. I don't know it's a regional real and proper Mr. Benny Gunter straight out of Gunter City to the world now. You're watching Fort TV. Make sure you keep it locked in.
Stay entertained.
Bagira orufumu olwabayisenkulu witwe oluli very meaningful olwina amakulu agamaanyi okugamba ngu amata gatahatwa lwagatahasireho ata kagatahatahoga tagatahata obwagatahata amata agagata kandi amata obwokumara gata tosobola kwongera okagayoramu.
Fort TV, ikara osemerirwe.
Bagenzi harohe kichweka ekinkumanya kikahumba ruhanga ubuyemera hansozi olengeresi amare.
Fort TV, stay entertained. In thy heart, yeah. United we for liberty together we will always stand. And Afghanistan. I am Ugandan, real African. You know what I'm talking about.
Walimenguda tirimena erango manyiru muri kutseka wabugendi mabuga lumurango lyome wafe batulinda Nimuna Uganda and I'm proud to be me Nimuna Uganda Nimuna Uganda and I'm proud to be me Nimuna Uganda Nimuna Uganda and I'm proud to be me Nimuna Uganda Walimenguna Uganda and I'm proud to be me Kutseka Uganda Babugeni na Uganda and I'm proud to be me Nimuna Uganda Nimuna Uganda and I'm proud to be me Nimuna Uganda Hatrusa Uganda, my homeland. Ciao.
wewale mkuhumura hoku okubere kutarahire nakake konka kurungi kusemerire ngoza kusima production department hawa okutuzanira obuntu obu okutusemeza mkuhumura hoku menindo the scenery of Fort Portal City, Fort Portal Tourism City. You look at the city forests, the river Mpanga, the green environment, and all that. So we love nature, and I want to invite everyone to love nature, to support nature, cherish nature. Nature will love us too, will support us, will keep us safe. Okay, so msahino yo msanju dakika zine zenye naho kwa msanju kucheka nimaliriza. Let me take you to a little bit of a global view, which I'm calling the world at a glance. The world at a glance. The world at a glance. A glance, not a glass. A glance. Let's glance at the world briefly. Hari bintu tukwetaga kuroraho kake munsi ndakukwata kataito bingi muno beitu nja kwata hobike habokuba kikuru muno kumanya bintu obutosa bone bintu bigena maiso munsi ego bengi mubimanyire beitu wabera takatungira mugisa go kutawo mutima hato go ikalira aho humwiro sande no gira mwiramizo habwe nsonga stylism nazima buntu gire beitu hotel Fort TV norora na no honde ntekanize no my planet hatere kanku twaleho mu cheke talibimwe byensi tukira hano wait for Portal na hatu cyaro beitu kanku twaleho mu cheke bindi ebyensi kanku twaleho mu ihanga lya Myanmar ihanga liri mu bicheka bya Asia, mu bicheka bya Asia nambere hali Buhindi, nambere hali China, nambere hali Indonesia, ensi yes. Nambere hali Malaysia, nambere hali Philippines, ezo ensi yes. Myanmar obundi tujeta Burma. Myanmar eno igamira amahanga gaganagamba lihanga elikwetwara mulingo gumurundi ogundi chonka hate nilibemberwa abanyamahe abahiro government yakomerwa abantu Myanmar eno ino rubuga rwayo okuruga mu 1988 kwikagwe ku 2006 orubuga orukuru the capital city of this country called in Myanmar or Burma was called Rangoon. But kuruga mu mwaka gwe ku 2006 na hati obundu kubaza hati orubuga orukunu barweta Naypyidaw. Naypyidaw. It depends how you pronounce it. It is Naypyidaw. Naypyidaw. That's how for me I pronounce it. Hati nuko nurubuga orukuru orwensege ya Myanmar ino wingi wabantu atalhansi ya okaikuru atano na buna. 54 million people. I'm talking about Myanmar or Burma. We are glancing at the world now. We are starting in Myanmar for the reason I'm going to give you, but I'm telling you some basic facts about Myanmar. So it has an area space 676,578 square kilometers. Myanmar nubo koto bwayo obu ine obugazi nobureha n'obugazi byona hamu. Obukoto bw'ensi egi ine square kilomita emitwaro 67 kakaga 578. Ihanga lino lisanga mu kicweka kya bwezoba ekyamasirimuka ga bwezoba bwa Asia rundi Asia. So it is a tricky direction to give you. Western Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia mu bwezoba bw'ekicweka kya amasirimuka ga matemba aga Asia. Asia. Baina sente zabo, their currency is called the Kyat. Kyat, K-Y-A-T, Kyat. Baina bwembezi bwe kinyamaiko kungambire kasumikano. Yeah. Nibabaza olimi rukwetwa Burmese, Ekibama. Ekibama. Tulili Hindi, tulili China, tulili rulimi koko ino rutor. Kukutine uruhindi, kukutine endimi ezindi zona kukutukwimanya, so oru nuruo rulimi rwabo. Hati nkutoire mu Bama batungira obulemezi bwa amani. Hatiro omusisa akretejwe kwa saijo omusisa gwa amani, a very strong earthquake measuring 7.7 at Richter scale. Omusisa gwa ratiri musanju nebicheka musanju mukupima omusisa amani gwa omusisa, that shaking power, shaking strength, quaking. The earth is quaking. To quake is to shake violently from the foundations of the earth and the surface of the earth. Yeah, omusisa katera kiro cha Friday. Last evening, this earthquake had resulted into 1,600 plus fatalities or death. Abantu atalhansiyo mtwargumu na kakaga. No. Orukumirumu norukaga. Babeire barangiriro kwa babafiri. Kusigikira amakuru agatungirege sa 10 za rwebajirwejo. Baito akunihirwa kwa babafiri bengi kukira habo kuba ebyombeko bingi munebirehire bikoto bigwire. Abantu babere barumu bibagwere inemu, bibagwerire, bibabutikirire. Yes. You know, oku musizoko nibakira kuombeka ebyombeke birehire, storied buildings. So hati ekyombeko kwa kine za story rundi ndagambe mdara, ndagamba za kalina zikwikanka mukaga 10, 15, 20. Yeah, upstairs. Hati juka buli kalina buli kichweka abantu barumu. Harumu buraro, harumu amaduka, harumu offices, harumuki, so many people. Hati government itekamazire kutindura ebyombeko bino yakuchweke nomanye ebitafali mabloka biki ebyona bingi muno bikoto bibutikira abantu. Hati kubihaho nikitwaro bwire kutunga byoma no kutunga bwire bwo kubihaho negendero cyo kukwata ampura niko musole no kutunga yaba cyali bo mesansi yoko no kuhaye mitumbi yaba mwete mirambo emitumbi. So beitu urubajyaze hikirege sahi 12 batumanisize ngo abantu abatalhansi yo 16 babira amanyiro kuba bafire. Hatege niyo namba eba twairihoga mbutongo licyonka nikisoboka kuba ngo bena kwa bali bengi no kukiraho kandi abahoteyire okusikira amakuru agatungire gijo kwikanka ku musai 11 babere batalhansi yo rusanju na 30. Bitate definitely bengi ne bantu bengi nambere izoba niragwera kujya kubaha amakuru webajyo tujya kwanta bamanisa nkoku omuhendo gw'abantanya kufire gweyongire, omuhendo gw'abantanya kuteyire gweyongire. So omusisa gwere gw'amani muno gukikize muno ihange eryo abantu bengi bafu mu ihange eryo ya Myanmar. Ihange eryo beitu dore tugarukira honka gucwanganize gwatahano mu ihange rya Thailand. Abana bagamba Thailand nkisikira ya turoti ihange nalyo litahirira hehe na Myanmar. Lina rubugo rukuru bakweta Bangkok. Ogwali gwakatera guti omuhendo gw'abantu abafire bali bakagamba kuba mukaga. Amakuru agatwali twakatunga aho nawo ha Friday obu omusiso gwatire gwa chwanganiza gwatamu ihanga lya Thailand kukora goza kuligamba mu rubuga Bangkok. Hali ekyombeko kere hire muno ekyombeko kirehire muno kikachweka abantu bengi bafera mu kyombeko kiso nahabweka amakuru gagenda ngaturuka mpora hati ago makuru mabi omunsi ege ya Myanmar nensi ya Thailand nensi zindi zirene haho omusisa gukikize gwere gwa mani muno kandi mukasumi kakano akenjura owewe ne kyagaruka kira kugaruka n'ebintu ebyo ebikutinisa nk'ebyo hati mujya kuhura n'amaizi ebisaru bijwire byaboga amayanja gajwire gaboga get flash floods rivers are breaking their banks hurricanes you know thunderstorms and the rest of that stuff kankutaleho kataito no muhange irindi kandi binge byokubaza hali Myanmar tindigenzereho muno ihange irindi byafaye byalyo nditunga kusumya maiso ndikugambira bikwata Myanmar bintu byentasha bintu byendema bintu byomezi bwa butosa abantu batani barwana kwanza kwechungura okwiha koligo cya serikali abahambire government behaho omulemi wakaba akomerwa abantu mukazogu bakamutamu nkomo ne bamutaho buli kasumi ne bamutaho bisango omulingo okoko katugene mu ihanga litahi erya Sudan eri bijoka bya matemba bihanga lya Uganda no chwanganiza Uganda bijoka bya matemba obukurga mu Uganda no ta mu kichoke cyo kubanza cya Sudan tukweta South Sudan yakabiri Sudan ye mu chonka ekichoke ekyo ekyamasirimuka kika katunga kwetwara it got a secession. It became independent from the main Sudan, the big Sudan. Okay, so chaitwale kichoke kino rugo rukuru bakweta Juba. Ninja kugaruka haukake. Petatu kukurabamo kiyongera erguru Sudan yenkote yakara ekyaliyo. Ino rubuga rwayo rukuru bakweta Khartoum. Nebemberwa government yekenyamahe yayeteireho hanyuma yo kwiha government kanebemberwa omukuru Bashir hata anakutaha mu Kaburamuro na jonano msango yokulia makubi nokulemeso mkono gwechoma democratic governance of the country beti hange eryo okumuhawo likesalinga government gibagijumike ya Bashir haijaho ya Burhan hata yakulema akasumkana watakoma abantu chonka akizira mukahira akakokujumika government eri ngo mudumizo mukuru wa mahe yatwara mugisogo hachwekayo nekichweke kindi kandi ekyabarwani nambere hali omukonyeziwe arukumukonyera akaba namukonyera byamahe echwaho nawe yakore ekitebe kike byamahe nawe yagweza kutwara government ya Sudan batani barwana abantu bengi ogno bamweta Mamdan na mabara gandi garohawo yakora iherie yogwanza kutwara government hati iherio ilyakozerweho neri rukuru rihanga nyakutaha batani barwana hati mukurwana okakingoze kugimodeza komanisa abantu bengi muno bafire actually abantu bafire na milioni hati nehika by all standards na abantu abandi bengi bararangire people have been displaced in Sudan because of the turmoil that is there, the tumult. When the collapse of the government of Bashir took place, the army took over the leadership of Sudan, and now the deputy army commander decided to break away, and wanted also to come, got his army, wanted to overthrow the government also, which is being led by the army. In the process, there is fighting, civil war in Sudan. Abantu bengi, they're internally displaced and externally displaced as well. Hunger is there, diseases is there, are there, death is there, injuries are there. People are suffering terribly, terribly. World Health Organization is saying that there are a lot of diseases, including malnutrition, including diarrhea, including all those you can think about. Others can think about. So Sudan is not safe. The people of Sudan are suffering like anything. So World Food Program has been helping to come to their rescue, but they need a lot of food, and the World Food Program is serving different parts of the world, so it cannot have enough food for Sudan. Medicine is lacking. Health facilities have been destroyed. The few that are there are not are now actually malfunctional or dysfunctional. They're not operating normally. Doctors are being targeted and killed. Nurses are being targeted and killed. Health workers are harassed. So it is terrible. People are dying night and day. So we don't have peace in Sudan. Equally, South Sudan is not peaceful. When it got independence, it had elections. They have their leader. But now the vice president has been arrested. Is in custody. Riek Machar is in custody. So there is also civil issues, civil conflicts, civil war is there in Sudan. This government of the Republic of Uganda has sent there a contingent of UPDF to try to help in re-establishing peace in Sudan, South Sudan actually, to be specific, South Sudan. So the government of Uganda has decided to specialize in fighting for peace in the region. We have UPDF in Somalia, we have UPDF in DRC, we have UPDF in South Sudan, we have UPDF almost everywhere in the sub-region, trying to buffer, to create, to support peace establishment in the neighboring countries. So we are a peace-loving country, but I think we are getting overscattered. But also at the same time we care about our neighbors. We need peace in the region. When there is peace in Sudan, peace in Somalia, peace in South Sudan, peace in DRC, there will also be peace in Uganda. When you don't have peace in those countries, you don't have peace as a country here, because you'll have a lot of infiltrators. Infiltrations will take place. We'll have a lot of refugees. Actually, in Africa, Uganda could be the first country in terms of having the biggest numbers of refugees. It is known for that hospitality. It is known for that for that care, for that love, for that support, for that kind-heartedness. That is Uganda with peacekeeping missions. Okay, let me take you very quickly in the Middle East. In the Middle East, we have a conflict between Israel and Palestine, specifically in Gaza with Hamas. That group, that militant group, which decided to invade Israel on the 7th of October 2023 and caused havoc in Israel, South Israel. Not less than 1,200 people were killed, butchered, gunned down, cut, smashed, and 250 plus people were taken hostages to Gaza. These are the Israelis I'm talking about when Hamas invaded Israel on Sabbath morning, early Sabbath morning of 7th of October 2023. And Israel responded by chasing the invaders and also now invading the home of the invaders, and that is Gaza. Gaza has a population of 2+ million people. We have the north and the south and the central. So people have been dying like hell. The Israel armed forces have been fighting against those people, the Hamas, that fighting group supported by Iran. Iran is a very interesting country, supporting these radical groups. Iran, actually, I will tell you a little later. So Israel has killed so far, according to the Ministry of Health in Gaza, the ministry of the government of these people, the Hamas, announces that more than 50,000 people have been killed since Israel invaded Gaza on the eve of after the Hamas invasion of Israel on the 7th of October. The 8th of October, Israel invaded now, chasing the invaders and wanting to rescue its people. It has so far rescued quite a number, and many more have been killed in Gaza. In Gaza, so Israel is fighting on many fronts. Actually, it has this front of Gaza. Israel is fighting also in some parts of Syria because there are rebels there who target Israel. Israel is fighting in Lebanon. Yeah, is fighting in Lebanon. There is an armed group there in Lebanon fighting against Israel. Israel is fighting in Yemen. There is a huge rebel group in Yemen, the Houthi. In Lebanon, we have the Taliban, the Talibans. So Israel is in Gaza, Palestine, is in Syria, is in Lebanon, is in Yemen. Actually, Israel is fighting against Iran. You can see the fronts, 5-6 fronts Israel fighting with the support of America. America is giving a hand. The government of Donald Trump is giving a hand to Israel to fight against its enemies. So it's a lot of fighting taking place there. People are dying night and day. So the world is not at peace at all. There is a lot of death in the world. There is a lot of death in the world. Finally, for today, let me look at Russia-Ukraine war. Russia-Ukraine war. Russia invaded Ukraine on 24th of February 2022. 24th of February 2022, Russia under the leadership of Vladimir Putin, that military man, that spy man, that stone-hearted man, that man who thinks that he can reinstate Russia to its original big size when it was Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, USSR, under the communism kind of governance. But communism broke down. Russia disintegrated into a number of states. It was composed of states, of course, but states decided to become independent. One of them is Ukraine, became independent from USSR. Russia remained with one big part called the Russian Federation, which is headquartered in Moscow, the governance seat being Kremlin, where Vladimir Putin is sitting. So invaded. He wants really to, he gives many reasons why he invaded Ukraine, but majority of the reasons are not holding water, they are not genuine, they are not good, they are not pro-people, they are not democratic. So since the invasion, many people have died in Ukraine, even Russians. The soldiers have died in big numbers. Russia is being supported indirectly and diplomatically by China, also supported by Iran by giving them fighting equipment, military equipment, drones, kamikaze drones. So many of them have been deployed against Ukraine by Russia, getting them from Iran, but also getting drones and armed forces from North Korea, from President Kim Jong-un, gave battalions to Russia to fight against Ukraine, plus the Russians themselves, the armed forces of Russia, fighting in Ukraine, grabbing the eastern parts of the country of Ukraine. It had hijacked Crimea in 2014. So Russia is in Ukraine, killing people night and day, civilians, armed forces, crashing power infrastructure, crashing bridges, crashing civilian infrastructure, destroying everything. We thought we could have ceasefire recently being championed by the US President Donald Trump to broker the ceasefire, but I think he's not succeeding. Russia says it will observe some bit of ceasefire, partial ceasefire, but when it says it will observe, it wants Ukraine to observe while Russia is crashing. It's still fighting, and so Ukraine cannot keep silent. It is fighting back. So, ladies and gentlemen, my viewers, my beloved viewers and listeners, I'm sending out. I've been Superhost Hamilton. My show is My Planet. Other show until next Sunday, God willing. I wish you nice celebrations of Muslim community members. Eid al-Fitr, happy Eid al-Fitr. I hope to meet you members of RHU on 12th of April in AGM, elections and so on. I hope to meet everyone else later in the day, in the week, in the month. Until then, I'm sending out, stay safe, keep with us.
Fort TV, stay entertained. Fort TV.
Yeah, greetings to the world. I don't know it's a regional real and proper Mr. Benny Gunter, straight out of Gunter City to the world now. You're watching Fort TV. Make sure you keep it locked in.
Stay entertained.
bagira orufumu olw'abayisenkulu witwe oluli very meaningful olwina amakulu ag'amaanyi okugamba ngu amata gatahatwa lwagatahasireho ata kagatahatahoga tagatahata obwagatahata amata agagata kandi amata obw'okumara gata tosobola kwongera okagayoramu.
Fort TV, ikara osemerirwe. Bagenzi harohe kitweka ekinkumanya kikahumba ruhanga ubuyemera hansozi olengere